Malaysia juga menghadapi cabaran yang agak getir. Kadar pengangguran di Malaysia adalah di paras 3.9%.
So, isu yang tak settle-settle di Malaysia lagi adalah pengangguran.
Pengangguran meningkat kepada 5.0% pada bulan April 2020.
Mustahil ke kalau kita nak lahirkan usahawan sebenar melalui pendidikan tinggi?
Kalau kita tengok artikel tentang situasi di Malaysia, ada 200,000 graduan yang tak ada kerja.
Disebabkan teknologi yang berubah, perubahan ekonomi, perubahan pemikiran generasi baru, education yang dulu tu mungkin tidak lagi bersesuaian.
Dan mengikut anjuran Jabatan Perangkaan Malaysia pada 14 Mei 2020, kadar pengangguran dijangka akan meningkat.
Marriage, perkahwinan antara traditional learning and kemahiran. Welcome to the revolution.
Hey, good morning. Morning, Suki, Shaban, Mizan, Farah, Fatin, Safwan, Zati, Namiza. Good morning to you all. Right, so we are on day 4 of our marketing program, and we're continuing our journey on talking about the key learning lessons from J. Abraham. And what we have covered thus far, just to reiterate, it's J. Abraham, the first 5 key points is always investing in the outcome, be the expert in the field like we talked about yesterday. We're going to talk about how greatness look like today, and systematic approach tomorrow, and reading strategic books. Right, let's see how we can condense it all and give you the finest tips. So, experiencing greatness. I always find that the biggest challenge in terms of every single person or every single entrepreneur or even employee, the biggest challenge I always feel that they always have is really our own mindset. Now, what do you mean by our own mindset? We are talking about, you see, there is nothing that limits us. The only thing that limits us is our own mind and our thinking. I think this has always been my tagline all this while. And what we're saying in marketing as well, in order for you to succeed in marketing your product, the main thing that you want to do is about sitting down, what we call by the rocking chair test. Now, this rocking chair test is very simple. And if you're going to fast forward down your life for 5 years or 10 years down the line, And what we are saying in the rocking chair test is about being sitting down and 5 years down the line and you're sitting in your rocking chair, all right, rocking chair, and you're thinking back. How have you, now that you have experienced greatness or success in your life, what do you want to do different or what have you done right? What we're saying is we're still now, but we're just going to the future and thinking backwards. See, most of the time, whenever we are building our product, building our businesses, we always have this, what do you call it, 100-meter vision. What I call by 100-meter vision is this. When you're driving at night, right? When you're driving at night with the headlights on, how far can you see? It's always 100 meters. So if you're always looking at 100 meters, you're trying to always drive towards that place. But all successful people don't look at the 100-meter vision. Successful people look from the destination. That means they do not fight to be successful. They think successful first, and then they go back down and do their plans. Tomorrow we're going to cover how do we plan strategically. But there are a few key points that great people or successful people always use whenever it comes to a marketing plan. Number one, you realize successful people, they generally are very relaxed. I have never seen a successful entrepreneur that speaks really fast atau dia gerabah. Anything you tell them, oh, panic sini, panic sana. What they do is basically, it's very poised, they are very composed. I talk to many CEOs, whenever they have a problem, they always sit down and take a deep breath and, all right, so what's the problem right now? Let's break it down. Let's look at the marketing. So what happens is that they already know, number one, their products are good. They know that the product is successful. It's just that perhaps there could be some marketing issues that we need to deal with. And that's the main point. See, a lot of people, whenever they achieve greatness, they are already there. They know that they are more or less there. And because why? One of the main thing is that whenever they do marketing or market a product, they do not simply market every single thing. They only market problem statements. What do I mean by market problem statements? They would only create products or sell products or to market products that is generally be able to assist the whole entire society. That means that they are very sure, no matter how challenging it is, people will need their product. Right. So it's sometimes it's not the product itself, it's the branding and marketing that's very, very important. If you know the branding and marketing, then you'll be able to package it according to what people need. And being able to know that your product is good, then the third question I have for you here is that can you act with greatness, believe in greatness, but yet at the same time still humble? Most very successful people that I know, they are always very humble, that they are very down to earth. Why? Because humility will be able to allow them to learn from the market. Humility will be able to get them to hear from what people want to hear, all right, or whatever product it is. So that's when they continuously evolve. All right, so once you be able to know and experience that your product generally can be able to grow beyond measure, then how else we're going to add value? Remember, the first rule on J. Abraham's teaching is about focusing about the outcomes. That means building on the outcomes, invest on the outcomes. It's the outcome of other people, not our own self. Because when we actually help others, let's put it this way, it's better to give than to receive. The more we give, then society or nature will actually know how to actually give us back. So it's about when people benefit from your product, you will then be able to get people to help you market, and ultimately you become an expert in the area, and that will achieve your greatness. So what we are saying in repetition here is this: think from greatness. Don't always think about how do you want to achieve. When you have a product, start from the top and look at a bird's eye view. Sit in your rocking chair and to be able to see how your particular product, because you believe in your product, is going to help the society. So what we do is that if you know consciously that you can help the society, how now can we plan to be able to market it and reach out to more people? And that's what's going to be covered tomorrow. But always remember this: I'm going to cover reading strategic books as a topic per se, but when you are looking at greatness as well, great people, successful people always look at books which are very strategic, but not books which are going to teach you how to market. Because when you have strategic thinking or visionary thinking, you will know, here is year 2021. But then when we move on, in 3 years down the line, 5 years down the line, post-COVID, what will be the product that we want to achieve? Example that nobody actually thought about investing in gloves and face masks. But those strategic people who would have seen it last year or in year 2019, projecting the COVID issue, COVID pandemic, they would have already invested in their masks and in their gloves. And those are the people who made the big bucks. And initially, until the time when people came in, it was a bit too slow already. So now it's about thinking ahead. Now is a time when people are not moving a lot. It's a great time for us to plan. All right, sit back on your rocking chair, think about your product. How does your product going to help the society? All right, be the expert in the area, do your research, and then tomorrow we're going to come back and to talk about how to plan to execute that product. So until tomorrow, thank you very much, and good to see you all again tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. Bye, guys.
Malaysia juga menghadapi cabaran yang agak getir. Kadar pengangguran di Malaysia adalah di paras 3.9%.
So, isu yang tak settle-settle di Malaysia lagi adalah pengangguran.
Pengangguran meningkat kepada 5.0% pada bulan April 2020.
Mustahil ke kalau kita nak lahirkan usahawan sebenar melalui pendidikan tinggi?
Kalau kita tengok artikel tentang situasi di Malaysia, ada 200,000 graduan yang tak ada kerja.
Disebabkan teknologi yang berubah, perubahan ekonomi, perubahan pemikiran generasi baru, education yang dulu tu mungkin tidak lagi bersesuaian.
Dan mengikut anjuran Jabatan Perangkaan Malaysia pada 14 Mei 2020, kadar pengangguran dijangka akan meningkat.
Marriage, perkahwinan antara traditional learning and kemahiran. Welcome to the revolution.